Hi all, welcome to another problem by LeetCode. So in this problem we are going to solve friend request to who has the most friends. This is problem number 602 and this is a medium type problem. In this problem we have a table that is request accepted, in which the requester ID and the acceptor ID both are the primary keys. That is the combination of the columns with unique values for this table. And this table contains the ID of the user who sent the request, the ID of the user who received the request, and the date when the request was accepted. Write a solution to find the people who have the most friends and the most friend numbers. Okay, the test cases are generated so that only one person has the most friends. The result format is in the following example. So in this particular table, if you just see, then requester ID 1 has acceptor ID 2, 1 is friends with 3, 2 is also friends with 3, and 3 is friends with 4. So how many total friends 3 have? 1, 2 and 4. So the ID for 3 is there, and how many friends it has, that is also reflected in this num column, right? So that is what is there in the explanation. So how we are going to approach this particular problem, right? So let's just think about this. In the requester ID we have 1 1, and acceptor ID we have 2 3 3 4, right? Now if we take requester ID 1 into picture, right, 1 is friends with 2, 1 is also friends with 3. Now the same requester ID 1 can also be present in the acceptor ID, right? That someone else must have sent a request to 1 and 1 has accepted it. So 1 will be present in the acceptor ID, correct? So I need to find out simply the number of occurrences of each distinct ID from the requester ID as well as the acceptor ID column, right? So in a sense, if I merge these two columns, right, into one single concatenated column, right, one single column, that is 1 1 2 3, and then at the bottom 2 3 3 4, and if I find out the number of times the distinct ID values have been repeated, the count of the frequency of these distinct ID values, then that will solve my problem, right? So how we are going to do this? First and foremost, our task will be to create or merge these two particular columns. Okay. So how we are going to use this? We are going to use union all column in this particular case. So let's just do it. Select requester ID from request accepted. Okay, and then union all, select acceptor ID from request accepted. Okay, accepted. Okay, so what this will do, it is going to merge these two columns, and it will also count the duplicates as well. Okay, if I do only union, it will ignore the duplicates, it will only pick the unique values. But if I do union all, it will pick up the duplicates as well, which that is the thing that we want. We need the duplicates. So if I go ahead and click on run, okay, let us go down. You see all these values, they have been merged: 1 1 2 3 2 3 3 4. Okay, and now if I simply find out the frequency of every distinct IDs, then I will be getting the count of them, right? Like number 3 is occurring 3 times, number 2 is occurring 2 times, number 1 is occurring once, and number 1 is occurring twice, and number 4 is occurring once. So if I get that frequency, then I just need to find out the maximum frequency, the ID which has the maximum frequency. So let us just store this in a temporary table. Okay, let us just store this in a temporary table, and let us calculate the count of all these unique IDs. Okay, so select requester ID as ID, and then count of this requester ID, and let us name this as num from temp by the requested ID. Okay, if I run this, so you can just see that I have got the count 1 2 2 2 3 3 4 1, but I just need the ID and value for the maximum count. So that is done, right? It's pretty simple. Let me store this one also in another temporary value, and let me put this comma here. And now what we will simply do, select everything from temp2 where num is simply equals to, we will use a subquery, select the max of this num from temp. And now with this, once we run this, that's it, it has accepted. Let's submit this. So it has a runtime of 298 milliseconds and it beats 91.58%. So it's a pretty efficient solution. If you really enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel.